Ooh, this is the scary one.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Scary.
I'm all scared and shit. Yeah.
Ooh, it's the program.
I'm scared.
We're on TV, and once a day, every day, the machines start talking for an hour. Yeah, that's right. It's Monday.
This has been the warmest October. Well, today here right now
ridiculous.
It's October 6th, right?
Did nature get the
7th?
memo? That's what I've been saying all day. People say this weather is ridiculous. I say, I know, right? Did nature get the memo? It's October.
It's been warm for days.
Yeah, that's what I.
For days.
That's what I've been saying that phrase though. But for real, why is it so hot? And it was 85 in October.
I would like to say something like global climate change, but that no. What we're experiencing is a high pressure zone right now.
Yeah.
And the high pressure zone will probably last for a few days, and then the weather will change. It'll get cold again, because it's been cold too.
People keep saying this global warming thing to me, but if you believe in that, then you shouldn't be saying that's happening yet, because it's going to take a while. You think it's not happening now, though? You believe that, right, Carl? Because it's definitely
everything's gradual.
Yeah, we cannot see the effects of the thing that people are worried about global warming for a long time if you buy into that kind of thing. Anyway.
Well, at least by generation.
So anybody who's saying that stuff is not helping their maybe conspiracy.
You think it's a conspiracy? You don't think it's real?
Well, I'm never helpful to my own thoughts.
Either way, I think even if it is real, I think it's still a conspiracy.
Okay, so the way it works, and it shouldn't be stated as global warming. I mean, it is sort of warming, but it's more global climate change. And the way it works is as carbon dioxide and methane produced by humans increases in the atmosphere, that traps in more heat.
Mm-hmm.
The heat is distributed all over the planet.
What's what I'm thinking is
it's circulated all around, and what that does is by a tiny increment, it raises the temperature everywhere, and so water evaporates a little bit sooner than what it normally would. There's a little bit more energy for wind systems. There's a little bit more energy for storm systems. There's more energy available because it's just slightly warmer. There's just more energy. And so what that does is it doesn't necessarily make the whole planet hotter, but what we see more and more is larger and more powerful storm systems. And this was predicted long ago. Long ago, it was predicted, and they knew enough then that it doesn't, the desert doesn't necessarily get hotter. That heat goes all over the place. It doesn't just stay over one spot. So you're right, it is gradual.
And the heat was like that before in the planet's history. It's been that hot and that cold. The planet is fluctuating up and down, at large and over a large scale of time. And maybe we're just experiencing that long curve that's longer. The curve is longer than human history. So we're experiencing the change of the Earth over many years, millions or millions of years. So
they've been tracking average daily temperatures for something like 150 years. As soon as they figured out a thermostat, they started recording temperatures during the day. So we've been tracking the temperature around the civilized parts of the world, all over North America, South America to some degree, all over Europe, China, Japan. So we've had fairly good global coverage with temperature records by the day. And the past 10 years, we've seen the average temperature go up slightly.
Yeah.
Warmer and warmer and warmer. And so we are seeing that, and that has appeared over the past 20 years. It's just the average daily temperature is just a little bit warmer during the summer. I think it's the curve
of the natural change of the planet.
There is no natural phenomena that science has found that is causing this if it weren't humans.
Yeah, well, maybe even
They tried to suggest, people that don't agree with it or don't believe in it have tried to suggest it's solar activity, that the sun is doing something unusual or more sunspots or more solar flares or something like that.
Well, we're part of the Earth's cycle, and probably last time there was these things, and
we've been tracking solar cycles for almost as long as that.
Yeah,
people have been you get a special filter, and you stick it in front of your telescope, and you can look at the sun. And people have been watching sunspots for a long, long time. We've been tracking solar cycles, and there's been no major change. Small fluctuations, certainly.
Maybe, but what was
it
the
does
world?
a cycle every 11 years.
Like when before trees and stuff, or algae and stuff. So then it was all cold or something, right?
Yeah. There were changes. There were changes like what we're seeing now. There have been cycles. We have the glacial period cycles.
Yeah, the ice age and stuff.
Yeah. Every 26,000 years.
We're still leaving the ice age, maybe.
Yeah, we're kind of in the middle. We've been in the middle for 1,000 years.
So since the ice age, and it's getting hotter and hotter, and it makes sense to me that it would continue to get hotter for a while until it goes back down. I think we're still leaving the ice age.
Like I said, but we would be able to. We would know that. We would know that. I mean, the one leading factor, the only change that we've been able to find all over the world, all over the planet, consistently, is a rise in CO2 and methane.
I see.
This is the only thing. We're not having more volcanic activity. Nothing unusual. I mean, we have volcanoes going off from time to time, but we have a pretty good sense of how much carbon dioxide is being released by them. The solar activity hasn't really changed. I'm trying to think of what other natural phenomena would heat the Earth, would heat the atmosphere of the Earth. It's not the Earth itself that's getting warmer, it's the atmosphere.
Maybe there's something else that we don't know.
It's certainly possible. Maybe we're having a burst of cosmic rays from something more so, but that hasn't changed.
Not that we know about. Well, yeah, let's all right.
I mean,
yeah, okay.
It would be easy to see. I mean, think of what would make the planet warmer. What would do it?
I don't know. I
something natural.
It's okay. How are you doing, Dan? How's the week?
I still love you, Kenny. I did Arts Walk this week.
I don't need your pity anyway. So
that's not pity.
It almost sounds like pity. That's okay.
It's not pity.
I still love you.
I cannot relate to. I can't relate to. I can't relate to or understand your belief system. I don't understand it, and I can't relate to it. But I still care about you in any case. It bothers me. It really does.
My belief system.
Yes, it does. It bothers me.
What? I mean,
I find it troubling.
Who told you all this stuff anyway?
Oh, I've been reading about it for years.
Who are these people who are telling you what these things?
Some dude. Okay, some dude.
Scientists drill, through the ice core, and they can look at.
Even if it is happening, why are we so worried about it?
Hundreds of thousands of years.
What's going to happen when it gets so hot? We're going to kill some polar bears. We're gonna.
They'll go extinct at some point.
Polar bears are gonna go extinct.
Well,
maybe
no.
The land mass is gonna get smaller, so that we have to move inland.
Well, the seas will rise a few feet.
Yeah, so move inland. Move inland a little bit.
Sure. Yeah.
Well,
that's no problem.
You probably need to follow the rest of the population.
Here's part of the thing to understand. The tundra in both Russia and Canada. There's 1 billion hectares or acres, something close, of tundra, and this is sod essentially. It's grass with some little shrubs and stuff, and you go down about 2 inches in the summer, and it's permafrost. It's permanently frozen, and it goes down for a long ways down. It's this ice frozen in the earth, and it's frozen. Well, there's a lot of organic material in the soil that suddenly gets liquefied. It's no longer dry. It's no longer frozen. And bacterial action works on that, and this bacteria releases methane. So as things get warmer, more and more, a larger and larger degree of methane is going to be released in the atmosphere.
Yeah, this is methane that's already in the earth, so I think
it's trapped right now.
Eventually, it would be coming out anyway.
Oh, over time, over 1 million years or something. And they've tracked these changes, but changes like this occur over thousands or hundreds of thousands of years. The changes that we're seeing in 30 years, we have been able to track with the ice cores, with sediment, earth, ocean sediment, a little bit of the temperature records.
Whoa.
Tree rings, that's another one. There's a bunch of different avenues of where you can look at something that's been around for 100,000 years or 200,000 years or 1,000 years or whatever.
Well, if
they correspond with each other, right?
Dan, do you want a number?
Yeah, oh yeah. If I were worried about it, I would be like going to car companies and or the oil. I would go to the president.
Oh, no, they're
I would not relax about it. You guys got to be. If you're so worried about this thing in the future, then you're being.
I realize
you're doing a bad thing right now by not going out and stopping them all.
Who killed the electric car is a great example of the car companies and the oil industry not caring about anyone except their own pocketbooks.
If you're so worried about that stuff, then why are you here right now and not in Detroit or wherever they're doing? And you should be spending every waking moment. When you wake up, you should start doing this thing and doing that.
And they're just still investing more money into the same common old petroleum and auto industry mechanics.
Then you should be also. Right now, you're here. And maybe somebody's doing it, but if you're so worried about it, then I think you should go and do something about it.
Okay, I got to write a number on my hand.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it, so I'm not doing anything about it.
It's okay not to be worried about it.
If you're worried about it, then you should do something about it.
I try, I do what I can, but I need to eat. I want a place to sleep.
Yep.
I need a job. So I'll sign petitions and I do what I can here.
At least you don't think it's as dire as maybe other people think it's more dire, but
it just gets more dire over time, and I realize I'm limited.
Whoa, Carl's getting set up and buzzing.
I'm limited in my capacity in what I can do directly about it. So I do what I can as I can, and yeah.
All right. Well, I've had enough of that. We're gonna roll a dice, and then we're gonna talk about something else.
Yeah. What's the subject today?
Yeah, we'll look at this. Here it goes.
I have chosen a 3.
One.
It is not a 3.
Oh, Carl got 500 points.
You get 500 points
this month if you win, you're cursed. So.
Oh, really? If you win, you're cursed?
Yeah, if you win, you're cursed.
Oh, Carl, you've been cursed.
Well, and I look forward to that.
He hasn't been cursed yet. He has a chance. He has a better, maybe a better chance than us of getting cursed, but really not. It's anybody's game still.
I wonder if someone can actually be cursed. I wonder if you could actually curse someone and it actually happened.
Well, it's placebo. If you put a curse on somebody, it's not going to be a good thing for them.
If they believe they're cursed now, there you are.
Yeah.
Then
Even if they think about the curse in any way, I think it's probably a little bit negative.
Well, the first time they get sick, they'll say, "Oh, it's the curse."
Yeah, and also nobody likes
their car breaks down. It's the curse.
A curse can hurt as much as an insult can, and that's I think that's arguably something that's detrimental. If somebody just says just reprimands you for no reason for things you can't control, then after that, it might be the same kind of thing as getting a curse, because you're just like, oh no, if you feel bad.
Most people are cursed because they feel, or if someone cursed me, I would assume it was because I did something that they didn't like.
Oh yeah,
and thus the cursory, right? Or if I cursed someone. When I was a Mormon, I cursed people.
Oh, is that part of being a Mormon?
No, I was a bad Mormon.
But you just used your Mormon power that you felt.
Yeah, I asked God. I asked God to punish them because they had done some terrible things. They were big jerks. And then a month later, some bad things happened to them, and I'm like, yes, my curses work. God listens to my curses. I really believe this. I was a true believer.
I think that's a good outlet for negativity.
But then I had a thought.
Uh-huh.
Okay, if God's listening to me, good little Danny Mormon boy,
Yeah.
He's probably listening to other good little other boys and girls.
You get cursed too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I look wrong at someone. God, please curse him. And then I'm cursed, right?
Yeah.
In my case, it would have been like I get another zit.
Uh-huh.
I had a lot of zits as a teenager.
Every zit was a curse from God, huh?
I'm pretty sure it was, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. God was mad at me for something I did before I was like puberty.
Well, it's like boils, right? That's the...
Yeah, I had huge, big ones, awful ones.
That's one of the actual like God curses traditionally, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, boils, yeah. So I kind of was thinking I must be Job or something. I had that thought too, because I kept getting them, and I'm like, okay, this is a test. God is testing me.
Oh, that's what they say, right? Yeah.
Yeah, like Job. Yeah. Well, being highly religious, I had to explain it as a religious belief. If you really believe that God is real and you really believe that he can do things, right? He's this invisible hand that can do things. Change the weather, or make the bread rise higher, or make people happier or make them sadder.
Yeah.
Make them sadder. Make people die. Make people well when they're sick. God could,
Something's
just
happening to
put
Carl.
put his little finger, and this will happen. This will happen. And according to what people have asked of him. And that's the religious belief that I had, is I believed that I could pray and God would listen and I would have some of my prayers answered.
Ooh.
And the explanation is, well, if you don't get your prayers answered, is because the answer was no.
Yeah.
And so, I had that belief for a long time. And and then I felt really guilty because I had cursed them,
Mm-hmm.
and they had suffered a little loss. They had some difficult financial times and family trouble.
Oh no.
So yeah, I was really thinking, I felt really guilty. And I thought, well, maybe that's the lesson I was supposed to learn.
What did
that God would listen to me, and He would curse them, and I would know that they had been cursed because I asked God to curse them. And then I would feel guilty and not ask for such things again.
What did they do to you that you would decide to curse them?
The Harveys. Me and my friend Kevin, stupid Kevin, hung out with this girl named Tammy.
Is this the guy we've heard about before? I know we've heard about one of your
Kevin?
one of your
Stupid
friends
Kevin's
who
stories.
was stupid, yeah.
Yeah. When I was a teenager, I did a lot of stupid things with him.
Fell out of your pocket.
Oh man, yeah, I lose myself. Anything that's not nailed down falls out of these pockets because this couch is so freaking short.
Yeah, the couch is supposed to.
Carl.
I think I discovered something.
Velcro pockets or something.
The couch originally had legs, I think.
Oh, this is legless?
There's no
legless.
The couch
that's why
is
it's
sitting,
so low.
The couch is just sitting on its like the part that it's not supposed to be on. It's supposed to be up on legs, but there's no legs. There's
upholstered part.
It's just on the solid part of the couch, so it's missing.
It's ever so slightly lighter in that way, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Must make it more difficult. Well, no, you can get it through the door easier.
It's easier to move.
Yeah.
So Kevin, you and Kevin.
Yeah. So we were hanging out with Tammy Harvey. She was our age, and boy, she was so horny. Oh yeah, I made out with her. All my friends made out with her.
But you were Mormons. You weren't supposed to be doing that kind of thing, right?
The kissing and boob squeezing and stuff like that. But me or none of my friends had ever had sex with her.
Well, you couldn't do that morally as a Mormon, right?
Morally, no. Yeah, that would be. No, I didn't.
Did other?
She ended up getting together with someone, and she got pregnant.
Ooh.
And so that was a big thing in the Mormon church, and everyone
Mormon
knows.
too?
Everyone gossips.
Uh-huh.
They all gossip. They're terrible gossips there. And not all of them, but there's a lot of gossip that goes on, and so word gets around. It's a small community, and a small breach of behavior lives loud in the church. There are so many things that you can't do.
Story after info time.
Okay, you're on, Carl. Good luck.
Here are our answers to some frequently asked questions about the program. It's called Your Daily Hour with Me, and you're watching right now. It's call-in television talk show that's filmed right here in Thurston County every day of the year. It airs every night at 11:30 p.m. on Channel 22. Each episode broadcast a week after was taped, so you're watching this on TV at 11:30 p.m. This episode taped the same weekday of the previous week. If you're watching this at 2 a.m., this episode taped the same day of the month of the previous year. You can also watch any episode of the program on YouTube.com. Anyone can come on the program, especially you. We rely on the community for content, so give us a call at 360-836-4384 and leave a message. We'll call you back on the next episode. Thanks for tuning in, and now back to the program. Yes, including you, Dan.
Yeah.
But you're already on, so of course it includes you.
And I'll be on again at 2 a.m. on one of these nights during the week.
Hopefully next week, God willing.
Yeah.
And this girl was in the part of the church too?
Oh yeah.
And this is.
But she was screwing around.
How old was she?
16.
Okay.
15. I think it was. I think I was 15.
Wow.
And it was really. It was a wonderful experience for me because I had a terrible complexion. I had zits all the time, but she was willing to kiss me. And cop a feel and let me do the same. So it was just, I was so happy. Mm-hmm. It's like, wow, a girl actually is willing to get close to me like that. I had terrible self-esteem at that time about sex and girlfriend relationships and stuff like that. I had a terrible self-esteem.
Isn't that at least 60 or 75% of the people anyway?
Yeah.
That everyone does like an act or whatever, but...
I want to hear the story, yeah.
But I had a pizza face, man. I had terrible boils all over my face all the time.
So it spread, the word spread in the church about your thing.
Yeah. And there was a big fight. The family had a big fight, and they had to they sent her off with another family. They were so embarrassed, and they sent her off, and it cost them a lot of money. And so they the gossip got back that she was unhappy and she ran away, and then they found her, and it ended up causing them further financial hardship because of how they treated her and the decisions they made regarding her situation.
So what did they do to wrong you in the first place to curse them?
Because me and my friend Kevin smoked her out. We were smoking pot all the time. We got her high a whole bunch of times. Yeah, we got a whole alcohol.
Oh, okay.
And we had pills.
Oh no.
And she got all that from us.
Okay.
She just asked us. It's Tammy was cute.
So why?
I just say yes.
What did they do still to harm you?
They started saying terrible things about me. Terrible things about me. The mom and the friends of the mom were giving me dirty looks all the time. Mm-hmm. And everyone treated me. No one would talk to me. I was kind of shunned. Kevin didn't give a shit because he had stopped going to church, but I still hung out with him as a friend. So yeah, he was also Mormon. Yeah.
It sounds like they were cursed before you cursed them then. And that their curse already made you angry at them also. So
they treated me terribly.
You kind of got caught up in their pre-curse. And then decided to curse them again, even though they were already cursed before.
My family got involved for me because they, of course, are participating in the gossip like pretty much everyone else.
Sounds like you. So you got rolled up in a big curse.
I was grounded for a month.
The curse was already happening, and I was thinking that maybe if these people had some kind of financial problems, that maybe it made them. It caused you to be wronged in the first place. That's when. So like, if somebody does something bad to you, I kind of assume that there's something wrong with them already. If somebody's attacking you for any reason, lashing out, you think, oh man, that person is doing something wrong. It's usually because they have something that's already stressing them out, and so they have to, take it out on the next person. It's
well, I think what happened with them is that the parents, of course, can't accept the idea. It's difficult for a parent to accept the idea that their kid is directly of their own volition, without following someone else, doing a bad thing or a thing that they know is wrong or they've been taught that is wrong or something. And so the parents go through this psychological thing, and I've been a parent twice. I've gone through it many times, where my kid is involved with a bunch of other kids and they all do a bad thing. They do some stupid dumbass prank or something like that, or they're stealing shit or something like that. And my natural tendency is to think of my kid as not, just following these other bad kids, and these other bad kids that are terrible influence on this kid, on my kid, and they're getting my kid to do things that he would not otherwise ever do. And so I blame all his friends. And that's what I think happened. Whoever Tammy ratted out, the pot, the alcohol, the pills, whoever she ratted out, I was one of them that got into big trouble. And I, for some reason that is unknown to me, am an easy scapegoat. I'm easy to point the finger at and blame. Maybe it's how I react, or maybe it's how I, when people tease me, it's how I respond to it. It's like, yeah, we can blame him, and he can just take it. He's not going to fight back.
You too?
Yeah.
I say that somewhat jokingly.
Well, some people get it more than others. Some people, you point the finger at them easier for some reason, for some subconscious, unconscious, for some psychological mechanism that maybe we don't understand.
You can actually see this.
The act and the reaction and that exchange that goes back and forth.
You can actually see this in the animal kingdom. That there's
the underdog.
Some sort of animal that looks, not quite right, and like the birds, all the peers, that they peck at this strange-looking fellow, and if it's not watched,
the runt.
Rough them up, and
You're saying you're the runt, Carl?
Well, I've certainly been in a situation before, middle school and high school.
You get picked on?
Yeah. Well, certainly when I was like an underclassman. Freshman was horrible for me, but
we got bullied
once
a lot?
I got to be not just a sophomore, but a junior, and finally a senior. It was like I could basically not do a whole lot of wrong because usually
you're bigger and stronger than most everyone else.
Well, certainly older, but. Definitely there wouldn't be a lot of teasing going on within student classes or student
people grew up, kids are mean.
Graduating classes, but top down, it never went from bottom up, or hardly ever.
Well, that's how the world works, I think.
Yeah.
Kids are mean. I think they usually people, especially to other kids.
Yeah.
So.
I think a lot of kids, I think the vast majority of kids get teased or bullied to some degree at some point in the middle school, high school period.
Yeah.
I think most kids do. And I think there are a few bullies that bully a lot of these other kids all throughout high school.
Oh, yeah. You didn't watch enough TV to realize that bullies are there, and that they're like I kind of figured out, I think even as a child.
Well,
maybe even on this,
I'll tell you
maybe
this.
It was before you guys were around before The Simpsons.
I'll tell you this,
other
Kenny.
shows.
My response.
Yeah.
My response was to start working out. I started lifting weights.
Did you ever get in a fight?
A few.
Yeah.
A few.
Did you win the fight? You said, I've been lifting weights, bullies.
No. I started. When I was 15, I started working out. I just had a bench and would do bench presses and military presses, right? You got the big barbell and you're on your back and you're doing this or you're doing that, right?
Yeah.
And I had a couple of dumbbells. And so I did some working out that way. And when I turned 16, I was old enough or figured it out or had a plan, I found a free gym. It was there was a public swimming pool, basketball thing. It was a sports area, and there was a workout room there. So I would go there like 2-3 times a week, and I got very, very, very muscular very quick. I was quite determined, and after that, they wouldn't pick fights with me.
Mm-hmm. Here it goes.
Did I get a 3?
2 and 6.
Oh. What,
lost.
What number do you pick?
Oh, I have a 3. I picked a 3 today. I forgot about you and 3, so I'm on Dan's team.
Yay, Dan's team.
We got some text messages.
Wait, aren't I on Kenny's team now?
Yeah, we're on the same team.
I'm on your team.
We're teammates there. I never knew they changed the pies at McDonald's. That's what Elias says. Till last year, pumpkin is great.
I had a pumpkin one. It was good.
Yeah.
Are we still calling her Elias?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think she likes that name better because she was not too happy when we discovered her real name. So like that.
Yeah. So she's not too happy about it. What is today's
Blood.
Blood.
Oh, blood. I can tell you a few things about blood.
Yeah, I think today is blood because it's both. I've been doing the Mondays for Dan stuff and
scientific things.
Yeah, it's a medical thing and scary thing.
Yeah.
Hello.
Come on.
Elias.
Hey, Elias. It's the program.
The program.
Yay.
How are you?
Great. How are you?
Are you really great? You don't sound too great. I mean, just now.
No, she sounds like she's getting up from a nap.
Or stretching.
Are you waking up?
Or something.
Are we waking you up? Were you sleeping?
No, I was awake right before you called.
You had just woke up and then we called? Okay. Sometimes if I don't talk to anybody for a really long time, you're sitting at home just spacing out or whatever for a couple hours, and then maybe go to the store, and then you have to buy a thing, and then you say, whoa. It's like that's what I sound like too. Maybe is that what's happening to you? Maybe.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. All right. Why did you wake up? What were you taking a nap? It's pretty late to be sleeping and then waking up again. How come you're not just staying asleep?
Yeah, it's like 11 o'clock at night or something, isn't it?
Yeah. Why aren't you just staying asleep till tomorrow morning? Now, I mean, you pretty much could have done that.
Yeah, I think I could have. Maybe I don't know. I didn't feel like sleeping that way though.
But what were you gonna do? What were you gonna do this time when you woke back up at 11:30? So you went back to sleep.
I have no idea.
You didn't plan. You didn't know yet. Hey, we're talking about blood today. It's Scary Month, and we're here with Dan. You know Dan?
Yeah. How are you? Now, are you wanting to stay awake, or are you wanting to go back to sleep? Okay. Well, listen. Why don't you stay awake long enough to talk to us for a little bit? Would that be okay? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Good. Good. So, what are we talking about? Blood? Okay. What do you know about blood, Elias?
I know that they discovered the DNA part and stuff like that back in the, I don't know, I want to say like 60 or like late 70s, where like bonds and stuff like together. And the only reason they found that out is because they used DRUGs.
What's that? Dan, you know what that is?
Drugs.
DRUG. I thought you were doing an acronym. Are you talking about drugs? You didn't want to say it? Or are you used to it for the kid? Is your kid there?
Just sleeping, I'm pretty sure.
What about drugs now?
That's the only reason why DNA was discovered. Right?
What?
Because
people they were trying to discover the mechanisms of drugs, or what? Like what's?
Well, No, it was some guy. He was testing like what was it, like LSD or something, or I don't know. He was some scientist, and that's how he found out about the structure of DNA and shit like that. I don't know. Sure.
Somebody was doing it.
The two official dudes that are credited as figuring out or discovering or revealing or whatever it's called DNA is this guy named Watson and Crick, and I think they knew that I don't know if they knew that DNA existed as we understand it, but they figured out the double helix nature of DNA. But there were all kinds of people that were involved in the research, a bunch of women that don't get any credit for it, that did a lot of the work. They did a lot of the heavy lifting, the research work of microscopic stuff and chemical assays that separate things in the DNA in cells.
Were they as profound in this as Madame Curie, for this radiation of like isotopes or whatever?
Well, in the biological world, yeah, Watson and Crick, the DNA double helix model, that's a big thing in biology. I mean
the females, the females. What I'm talking about is like there's like some sort of like isotope of radiation, and there's a really brilliant woman,
Madame Curie, yeah,
right, that kind of figured this stuff out. Was there anything like that isn't celebrated within the blood, like
in biology?
Science field. I mean, since you said that there was so many women, did they ever ascend to the level of Madame Curie?
They don't know because they were
she's kind of alone in that. Yeah, the men got the credit up until 30 years ago, 40 years ago. Yeah, women not only were discouraged from going into the higher sciences and research fields, they're supposed to have kids and a family and not pursue an educational career.
Yep.
So there are very few women that got very far, and the ones that did, they were surrounded by men that would get resentful that she was smarter or better or knew more or could do more. They get jealous of her. Mm-hmm. And what they did a lot of times is women that were aspiring to science careers, they would just have them, some professor or whatever would have them do all the grunt work and then take the credit. So this happened for a long time.
A
long time. Women have not been treated fairly in the scientific community for generations.
When was the last time you accidentally hurt yourself and bled a lot? I'm trying to think of the last time I saw a lot of my own blood.
I had a really good cut.
I see a little bit of blood.
Oh, my face.
Yeah, you
shaving? I got punched in the face.
You got punched in the face.
Yeah, there was plenty of blood on that one.
What happened to that? You did all of your shirt and stuff, or how's that? How's your teeth?
Better. All the 3 front teeth of mine are bonded together, and so it doesn't move. Whoa. And so it's pretty firm right now. It's not really moving around.
You heard about that, Elias?
I got mugged.
Mm-hmm.
Dan got punched in the face. So
hard.
Nothing ever happened with that? The police?
No, they weren't caught. Very little evidence.
So how much
security tape wasn't revealing.
How much blood do you think you lost in that? Like a cup?
Oh no, quarter cup. Not much. Not a huge amount. I had to keep spitting it out, so I spit out quite a bit of blood. Quite a bit. Yeah, maybe quarter cup, maybe altogether.
Does blood taste like metal to you too?
It does. It's got iron in it.
Yep.
That's why it's red, right?
And it also has salt, and it has potassium and sodium.
Yeah.
And
isn't that why it's red though? Because of the iron, so it makes a
through the oxygen.
Yeah.
Hey, it's time for a commercial break.
You want to hang on, Elias? Oh, lost her.
No, she's still on. Just through the laptop. I would eat there.
Oh, that's right. This is the scary one.
Everything's scary on this day. Wow.
Oh, so scary. I'm scared. It's kind of cool. It's the same commercial, but it's all in black and white. But it's kind of funny because the background music is pretty funny with dude singing right there. Skrill Meadow.
Coming up tonight at 11:30 p.m. on the next episode of Your Daily Hour with me.
Yeah. It's Scary Month. Ooh, murder.
Yeah, have you...
Oh, boy.
Well, have I ever murdered anyone? I'll ask that question.
Mr. Ginsu has ants.
Yes, we get into ants. Tune in at
Hello, Mr. Ginsu.
I heard
p.m.
about somebody on the radio also.
For last year's
Did you
episode.
hear about the guy that was stealing pot plants and so?
Yeah, do it. Do it today.
Yeah, we're back. I know, Carl, you got that injury too on your.
Yes, and I'm getting a little bit of joint pain in that finger.
Oh
but,
no, physical therapy didn't work, huh?
Well, I just need to.
Which finger?
My pointer finger. I can probably even just get it on camera right now.
How much? Yeah. See that? You got a scar?
Yeah.
How much blood do you think you lost in that incident?
Oh God, it was such a deep wound. I could see that.
Could you
hold
see?
on to your stomachs, but I could see like a band of white. Within
Your bones.
Tendon? It could be tendon. There's
it
a
was
bunch of
tendon.
tendons.
I believe it was a tendon.
Yeah, because they
Ooh.
extend from the very tip.
You're lucky you didn't cut your tendon.
Yeah, it's not really a thing you want to see.
I have a tendon. Cut tendon.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So.
Oh, yeah. Let's look at your scar.
How much blood do you think you lost, Carl? Oh, you're looking at it as Carl's scar from bloody scar. I don't even see it.
Oh.
I don't even
Is
see
it
it.
in the middle? Oh, yeah. You got yourself a good old scar
that
there.
looks like the line of your finger, though.
No, it runs lengthwise.
There
yeah.
it is.
Yeah, that's a good old
There
scar
it is.
there.
But you can move your finger okay now? Yeah?
Oh, good.
How much blood do you think you lost in that incident, Carl?
I believe maybe a cup or 2 cups.
Oh, was it like
or-
squirting?
Well, I don't remember. I was like,
You black out a little bit?
no, I hightailed it to the house and to sink it in like a sink full of water just to kind of deal with this trauma of what do I do next.
How did you cut your finger like that?
Through a log splitter. It not the actual place where the wood kind of like splits the wood in half, but there's a piston that goes up and down. I put my hand on the silver part that kind of disappears into a larger tube. So one tube would eclipse into a larger tube. And I got my finger pinched right there at that location.
Did you fall? Were you just...
I just put my hand where I shouldn't have put it. Where it kind of one disappears into a larger thing.
Was it not moving at the
Tube
time and then
within
it
a
started up
tube.
or something?
Tube within a tube, basically, yes. And
was it not moving when you put your hand there and then somebody started it up?
I might have, flicked the lever. We were
you did,
really productive, even probably too productive for our own good. Because I rested my hand on the one key place to not do that at all.
So you put your hand in the worst place you could have put it.
Right.
Well, you could have put it in the path of the splitter.
Yeah, that's true.
But,
you probably
but
didn't have any fingers left.
The splitter, the head of the splitter was on its up direction swing. I was really impressed though with some sort of coagulation powers. When we were on the way over to the ER, I was just like, man, this wound should be spurting out more blood. From what I know about ER or any other sort of like medical emergency movie or TV show, but this was
I think you bleed a lot more on
So
TV.
if you were a superhero, we would call you the coagulator.
Maybe.
I think for me it's been at least
I'm not sure.
The coagulator.
It's been at least 4 years. Yeah, I can't remember.
Coagulator.
I really can't remember much of my day-to-day life before the program started. Like I don't. But since the program has started, I'm pretty sure that I haven't had a major injury for a long time. And it's been at least in the last 4 years, because I know that if I had a major injury, it would have been a program event.
Have you had an injury where you have just bled the hell all over the place?
I think not since childhood. So.
And what happened?
I cut my finger with a pair of scissors one time, but it's very, very vague. I think now it's more of a story memory than a real memory.
Have you ever broken a bone?
I have not broken a bone, but that's not blood. We're talking about blood.
Oh, right.
But,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. Well, you break a bone, there's going to be blood because there's all kinds of vessels.
So your blood is made in your bones, right? Isn't your bone?
The long bones.
Blood, yeah.
At the ends of the long bones.
How about you, Elias? You got any blood stories?
I don't know.
You don't know if you have one or not?
I saw last year in Hell. I think it was Hell.
It's a movie with blood in it? Yeah, that movie. Movie blood.
Movie blood?
Movie.
Oh, movie blood is
No,
fun,
not movie blood. Real blood.
Oh. No, I don't know.
Have you ever seen like a bloody spot on the ground when you're walking around? Like, and you're like,
yeah,
I
have.
saw. You have?
Yeah.
Where you think someone died and shit?
Where was that, Dan? What?
Oh, it was on the sidewalk.
Where?
I looked at that and it was just a little trail of drips.
Oh my God.
Either coming or going from a house.
I once saw a guy on the side of the road who was already being helped, so I didn't help him, but he was bleeding out of his head, and I always remember that he was going like, oh, I don't know what happened to him, but it was really scary.
Bike accident, maybe?
Something scary. And this guy was, all I remember, his face was covered in blood, and his hand was covered in blood, and he was holding his head. He's sitting on the corner, and I just went by. Somebody else was already dealing with it. And you see that, you're like, oh, what can I do? But you should probably just keep moving on. But it was very scary. I remember that. It was very visceral. Blood's a very visceral thing when you see it. You're like, whoa, it's blood.
Yeah.
That was a scary thing. I don't remember where I saw that even. I think maybe it was just downtown. Yeah, probably somebody got into an accident. I mean, of course, an accident of some kind, unless it was a...
So, Elias, have you ever had like an injury that caused a lot of bleeding?
A lot of what?
A lot of bleeding? An injury that caused blood loss in you?
Not that much. No, I don't think.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good thing to have not happen. Have
you ever cut yourself chopping vegetables?
I'm very careful when I cut. Like, I only have certain knives, and I don't. Maybe once or twice. But I remember my mom cutting herself all the time when she was making soup, and it used to fucking scare the shit out of me.
Why? What would she cut herself often?
Yeah, like almost every time she would make soup.
She would she would cut herself more often when she was making soup, like than other foods, like specifically soup. Though
I wonder if there's a name for that, because some people cut themselves a lot when they're cutting vegetables.
Bloody fingers.
Accident-prone.
Specifically cuts. But what would she cut herself more when she was making soup instead of other foods?
Well, yeah, with soup you're cutting up vegetables, you're cutting up the meat, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
Sounds like me.
Yeah.
What would she do when she cut herself?
Scream.
Yeah, was it usually in the same
Sometimes.
way, in the same place on her finger? Or was it usually kind of the same spot over and over again?
Probably. I don't know. Yeah, probably. I don't know. They say that more accidents happen with dull objects than with sharp ones.
Well, with knives, if you have a sharp knife, you'll spend less time cutting stuff, and you will be less prone
and if
to
it's
slipping.
really sharp, you'll be careful. Hey, Elias, pick a number between 1 and 6.
I think sharp knives are better. You'll be less prone to slipping.
Elias, pick a number between 1 and 6.
7.
Well,
no.
We're playing the dice game, Elias.
Yeah, but what's the curse?
Oh, no. Forget about that. Just pick your number.
No way.
Well, hold on. Pick your number, Elias.
I'll choose the snake.
Oh, you and me and Dan are sharing, or you want to share? Or battle, I guess.
Yeah. I got 2 3s, and you and Kenny got 2.
Oh, and Carl, you and Carl.
Oh, Carl, yeah. You and Carl got 2 1s, and I got 2 3s.
I kind of think that we should have a team battle.
Yeah.
You want to have a team battle, Elias?
Me and Kenny against you and Carl. For the wins.
I want to.
Or the
Yeah, let's
collective
do it.
Do
quiz.
you want to, Carl?
Do it.
Nobody ever battles, though.
This has not happened
This is
like this before.
is a special event. I feel like it should be a battle.
Yeah, it's Blood Week, so we'll
Yeah.
pretend or
Blood
something.
Day.
Yeah.
Blood Day. We're talking about
Day.
blood. Yeah. Let's.
Yeah.
I think you're outvoted anyways. 3-1. So we're doing this. Okay, Elias, are you okay with that?
I guess.
We're gonna battle.
So I guess you guys want low.
So how does this
We'll
battle
go high.
work?
You go low. Okay. Me and Dan are going high. You guys are going low.
Yeah, we're going high.
Here it goes. Oh, we won. Now I feel bad.
Team lost.
I feel bad for initiating this battle. But now we're cursed also, so who knows?
Are we cursed again?
I thought.
I feel bad for initiating the battle. This is why I don't battle. I forgot about this.
I've had a double cursing. No.
I forgot about why I don't like to battle. Is because afterwards I regret it.
I'm so fake upset.
Oh boy.
I regret battling.
I think this is the first time, maybe not, that you've regretted something you've done on the program.
Oh, maybe on the dice game though. It's bad.
Oh my gosh, you should see this fucking creepy ass bug.
What is it?
It's like a slug with freaking legs. Ooh.
What? Where are you?
A slug with legs?
That's what it looks like.
Elias,
So make it up a phone so I
Yeah,
can
take a picture. What are you?
you have discovered a new species.
Are you in your home right now?
Well, I'm looking out on my porch here.
You're on your porch?
Well, sort of.
What do you mean you're sort of on the porch?
Is the cat gonna see it too?
What?
No, she just walks right by it.
It's
it's
a
too late.
slug. It doesn't move
He's
fast
going,
enough.
he's going in the grass.
Take a picture.
I can't. He just went into the grass. I don't have that good of a phone.
Go get it.
Okay, it's
I'm not
like
touching it. You're freaking crazy.
how fast?
What is it though?
Did
You
it
gotta
move?
you gotta do it. You gotta do it for
It's
science.
a slug with legs.
What, it's a slug with legs?
It could have been a salamander. One
it
of
a
those little
lizard?
newts.
No.
Are you doing a bad job of describing it? What do you mean it can be a slug with legs?
No, well, it's some kind of beetle, but it's looking at me.
It came back?
Yeah, it knows you're talking about
It
it.
came back? Is it in the grass or
Ugh.
not?
Yeah, it's in the grass.
Then what do you mean it's looking at you?
Because I went over to look at it and it looked at me. Ooh.
It's me looking at you, looking at me, looking at you,
Go
looking
take
at
a
me,
picture.
looking at you, looking at me.
She doesn't have that kind of phone,
Oh.
apparently.
That's pretty funny. I wonder if it was like, you come too close, I'll cut you.
What were we saying right before the bug? You saw bug?
Yeah.
What?
You just making. What was that noise? You have the hiccups, Carl? Is that what that was?
I have the hiccups.
That was an amusing
Oh.
sounding hiccup.
My friend gave me the best way to get rid of hiccups.
Uh-huh.
To hold your breath.
Okay. you hold your mouth.
Yeah.
You hold your breath. I mean, and then you say you're gonna think about your hiccups.
Well, I'm on the
Okay.
program, so
Is that all you do?
do the program.
Every time you think you're gonna hiccup, say it in your head, and then just continue not to breathe for a while.
Oh, that will never work for Carl.
So every time you feel you think you're going to hiccup, you hold your breath?
You hold your breath, right? And
Yeah.
you think the next time you're gonna hiccup. It works.
I think the best way to get rid of hiccups is to wait
Probably.
patiently.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Wait patiently, or drink water. Make sure you're hydrated too.
Well,
I keep
I'm
thinking-
not on the program for that.
Didn't you have the hiccups for a day or something one day?
Yeah, I
You
did.
had hiccups all day long. That must have been a terrible day.
It's happened before.
I have not known anyone that's actually happened. I've heard
Yeah,
about
look
it,
out.
but I've never known anyone.
Boy.
Yeah, that must have sucked.
Yeah, but someone eat too fast. What happened to the bug, Elias? Is it gone now? Is it still in the same spot?
I don't know. I'm
Are
not
you on your
looking.
porch? What did you mean? You said you were kind of on your porch. I asked you when you are on your porch. You said kinda. What is?
Well, I went to go look at it. I went outside on the porch, and then I came back inside and then standing by the window.
Huh. What color was the bug?
He was like a beetle. He looked like an ant, but he had like the skin of a slug. Like, not like the skin, but the like kind of
The coloration?
No, like
The pattern,
the shadows,
texture.
Yeah.
Oh, I
yeah,
see.
texture. But it wasn't like when I looked at him again. I don't. Yeah, just the first look, he looked like a slug. Like from far away.
We're gonna
Well,
talk.
it
How-
could be a shape-shifting.
How long was it? Can you guess how many, say, inches?
Yeah, it was about
Or was long?
3/4 of an inch.
Okay. On your pointer finger, longer than your first knuckle, from the end of your finger to your first knuckle, on your pointer
Yeah.
finger? Okay, longer than that. Did it go to the next knuckle? That long?
No, it wasn't quite that long.
Okay.
Well, hey, it's
I've been seeing these little brown bugs all over the place, and I don't know if it's the same one I keep seeing there, but there's one that hangs out by my door, and it's the same. I don't know if it's the same one. They all look the same to me. It could be different ones, but they are maybe an inch long. They're brown. They have a long, skinny body, big, long antennas, and fairly what I would say look like grasshopper legs, but smaller. Not as big as a grasshopper
bugs.
leg. Very simple, and they have 6 of them, and they go really slow. They crawl. They don't go fast at all. And I've been seeing a lot of these bugs over the past 3 or 4 weeks.
Sorry for being rude.
you were
Yeah.
being rude.
Yeah, I'm always rude.
What did you do?
What?
What did you do that was rude?
Oh, I was like, I need my space.
What?
I said I needed my space.
Who are you talking? Are you talking to somebody else about being rude?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Cause I was like, if you did
Sorry.
something rude to me, I didn't even notice. You're somebody's invading your space.
So the bug is brown and it has antennas.
Yeah.
Are you being?
big, long
are you talking
antennas?
about? Are you being rude to the bug?
Well, yeah, I kind of just exposed.
Are you talking to the bug about being rude? Hey, it's the end of the program though.
So it looks like a little half-size grasshopper without the big long back legs.
Thanks, Elias.
It's very similar in shape.
Thanks, Dan.
And
Thanks, Carl.
Antennas and
Thank you, curses.
head size compared to body
Thanks,
size.
Blood.
This,
Thank you,
the-
Norman.
Oh, the roller?
what? Okay.
My pleasure.
Thank you, Elias.
Take care.
Episode number and date and day of the week.
Awesome.
Yeah. Scary. Very
Channel
scary.
22. Check it out.
11:30 p.m. and 2 a.m.
YDHWM.com. Yeah.
Archive online for free. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube as well.
Oh no, I've cut my finger. I stabbed myself and I'm bleeding everywhere. 360, 364, 384. Oh,
I'm
the
the
blood.
hand of the bloody
Oh,
fingers.
blood. Shh, shh. TCTV, liveviva.com, second feeling. Dirty Eat Fabulous. Thurston County, Washington State, USA. Thank you.
Bloody.
Oh, I'm dead. And now I'm revived from beyond the grave. Hell yeah, dog.
That we remain conscious and we're still alive.
And died.
Oh.
Ooh,
Ooh, bloody fingers.
Bloody fingers.